Hi, and welcome to another video where I try to tie a piece of gear I happen to own to a famous artist in the hope of cracking that YouTube algorithm. Goes without saying, if you like any of these videos, please do consider demonstrating that fact by liking, commenting, subscribing, etc. So this time it's the turn of Orbital, and the intro to their track Halcyon+On+On+On. Now, Gaia Beats has already done a really good deconstruction, recreation type thing with this, so I'm not going to go over the same ground. However, I am going to have a look at the intro pad which was created on this, the Korg Wavestation. So in the style of an overcaffeinated geography teacher, let's get going. As is tradition with these sorts of videos, first off we're doing a history of the synth. So the Korg Wavestation came out in 1990 and combines two forms of synthesis. The first is an idea that Korg put together called wave sequencing. So whereas Roland came up with LA synthesis from 1987, which uses short samples followed by a subtractive waveform to make realistic sounds on the D50 and stuff like that, Korg got rid of the subtractive bit of it and chained the short samples together into a loop. So that sounds like this. The other thing that the Wavestation built on was vector synthesis, which was copied from Sequential Circuits' Prophet VS from 1986. Since handily the team who worked on that synth were now part of Korg via a series of mergers, acquisitions and all that kind of nonsense. So vector synthesis is basically playing up to 4 different timbres at once and then moving or fading between them, either by automating the process through LFOs and envelopes, or you could use a joystick. As mounted on the front of the Wavestation, the Prophet VS and the Yamaha SY22. And that sounds like this. In 1991 we got the 2U Wavestation AD, and in 1992 we got the 1U Wavestation SR, with a user interface so terrible that even bad gear hasn't bothered covering it. So where does Orbital come into all of this? Well, if we check out Martin Goodacre's photo of them doing a doorless jam way back in 1991 and zoom in to the top, we can see Alesis, I think that's pronounced right this time, Quadriverb, and on top of that a Wavestation AD, which ties into around the time that the Green and Brown albums came out. Now before I start, a lot of you have made some comments about my fingernails. Nails! So for this video I've got some new hands. And we're going to be doing this on the delightful Wavestation SR, since that's the version of this synth that I've got. And we're looking for a patch, which is RAM1 patch 49, and it's called Debussy on Wheels. So from here we need to get to edit the actual patch itself, which is difficult. And then we need to look at the waves or the wave sequences that make the patch up. One of these is called Unison, and that's the one we want to change. So we need to change this to RAM1 patch 12, which is called Dream Sequence. And my hands are really floppy at this point. Why the hell did I do this? Anyway, okay. Ta-da! So I'm guessing not everyone has a pair of novelty finger hands things to use a tiny Wavestation. So instead we're going to look at this. This is Edison, which is an open source Java based editor, and it allows you to edit your Wavestation from the comfort of your PC. So assuming the ins and outs are all connected up, we can actually send a request off to the Wavestation and get it to send whatever it's got in its memory back to us. So we're going to look at RAM1 49 again. Noughts and ones whizzing across the wires, and eventually we end up with all of that data put into the browser. So let's hear what that sounds like. here we need to look at the actual patch itself. Find that wave C thing that I was looking at before, which is called Unison. C, and then we change it to RAM1 and patch 12 again. And our dream sequence thing. And then if we play the note again from here. Amazing. So I appreciate the fact that having a hardware Wavestation can be a little difficult. So there is an alternative. Not the Wave State. I haven't got one of those. So this is the Wavestation plugin, which Korg released many, many years back before most people are even born. And this gives you a nice big UI. And contains all of the sounds that you'd find on the Wavestation in general, including Debussy on wheels. It's a lot easier to edit on this. I don't know why they thought the SR only needed like half a dozen buttons. Anyway. So that's Dream Sequence loaded in. And that's the patch. And now, because we're inside Pro Tools, I've already sequenced a lot of this up. So yeah, there's the patch, and I've also taken the liberty of loading the TX81Z system exclusive into my favourite FM synth, which sounds like this. Incredible, right? And yeah, then we can put the guitar part on as well, which is also a Wavestation. And yeah. Well, I hope this has been useful. And yeah, keep stationing those waves. And thanks for watching. Until next time.